Good morning, everyone. And as you heard, I'm going to deliver our update on the building project. So we've landed on a name, and it's called Vuselela. I don't know if you can say that with me, Vuselela. Yes, so every time we say Project Vuselela, what we're doing is we are speaking revival, renewal, and to make something new, to wake it up. So that's what Vuselela means, and that's what we are speaking into the building project that is currently happening and that has started since August 2022. So there are two elements to the building project, and that's building our house, which is happening right now, and making our house a home, which is what Conrad will speak into. So we have names for these elements too, and they are Akani. Akani is Tsonga for build and building together. So we know that God will build his own church, right? But we are here co-laboring with him to build this church together. So I just want to talk about what you can expect, and if you are excited by any element that I'm going to mention, you're welcome to scream and shout and give God glory. But this is what you can expect next year, March 2022, next door. The new front entrance, a new 1,000-seater auditorium that includes a new sound system, a new media system, a new lighting system, LED screens and new chairs, revamp of the base venue, a new green room. Anyone excited about anything else? New multi-purpose venue, so moms and tots, new venue, new baby feeding area, a new venue for family events such as weddings. There's going to be an upgrade to the ablution areas, additional counseling rooms upstairs, additional rear entrance for those who would be parking on this side, audio-visual control room, a sound studio, and an air cooling system in the auditorium. So we can give God glory for all of that. That is everything that is in progress, on track, and everything that we are going to see next year when we move to our new venue. Just the next slide, please. Right, yeah, so that's our architect telling us that everything is on track. And the next slide is just a sneak preview of what is happening next door. So we can be excited about that, and I'll hand over to Conrad, who'll talk about making our house a home.
Thank you so much, Sam. Good morning, everyone. And wasn't it interesting to hear? I heard big cheers when someone mentioned weddings. There were some big cheers, Pastor. And when we had air cooling system, there was also a big cheer. For those of us who've been in this venue throughout summer, we'll know how important that is. So Sam has spoken about the project Akani, which is building our new house, and that is on track to deliver this fully functional 1,000-seater venue in March. And I hope you're as excited as we are about that launch service that we see happening in March next year. It's going to be really exciting. But also what's good is with Akani on track, it's given us an opportunity to start thinking about what next. And this is really what has birthed what we call Project Ikhaya, which is a Zulu word that means my huis, my home. Okay, and so we've defined and birthed Project Ikhaya, which is about how do we take this new building and make it a home that really reflects who we are. All right, and so Ikhaya will be a 12-month project which we are launching in November. In that project, we will be raising funds over the next 12 months. And as those funds come in, we'll be investing in various items that we believe will help us to make this house, this new house that we've built, our own home. Okay, so we're just going to talk a little bit about some of the items that we believe in God for, and you'll see them on the screen now on the next slide. Now, unfortunately, we don't have time in the service here to go through all the detail of this, but I really would like to invite you, if you'd like to find out more about these items, why we've prioritized them, why we believe that they're important to make our house a home, please reach out to myself or one of the members of the Building Fund team or one of the leaders. We'd love to engage with you and talk some more. The list that we've come up with is really the fruit of months of planning, months of prayer, and really things that we believe in God in two areas. One is, as I've said, to express the culture and the values of who we are, and we believe some of these things will do that. But more importantly, you'll notice that we also want to invest into the next generation, which is so critical for us as a church. Okay. So as I've mentioned, Ikhaya Lam will include fundraising over the next 12 months. And you can see the faith goal that we've put up. We're not shy about that. We believe we've got a big God who provides. But we would like to do that through what we talk about as a faith promise. Okay, and for those in the auditorium, you will have received a form like this as you walked in this morning. And we also will have this form available for those joining us online. If the link hasn't been made available yet, it will be made available shortly. So what is a faith promise? So a faith promise is where you and I put our faith out and trust God to provide for something like this project through us. And we believe in being quite specific and putting our faith out either for a once-off amount or for a monthly contribution, but trusting God to use us as His vehicle for financing this project. And that is the pattern that we've seen, work in the way that God works and provides for His body. We don't believe that a faith promise is a pledge, so no one will follow up with anyone. We believe it is a personal step of faith between you and God. And so there's no need to follow up on that. What we do is collectively as a body, we join our faith together and we pray and believe together for God's provision. All right, so what we have seen with faith promises is that when we step out, when we put our faith out without question, God responds to that. What we've also seen with faith promises is as we exercise our faith, and I've seen so many testimonies over the years, that as we exercise our faith in one area, God often uses that to unlock faith in a much bigger way in other areas of our lives, not only individually, but also as a body, and that's really what we're believing for. So I'd really like to invite you, everyone who's here today and those joining us online, to prayerfully consider participating in our faith promise. We will have a moment in the service in person in 2 weeks' time on the 7th of November for submitting these faith promise forms. But we also, as I've mentioned, the form will be available online for those joining online for you to complete and fill in at your convenience. So please join us in this and let's not miss out on this opportunity to really activate faith in the house. Amen.